everybody, this is Orville. Yeah, and I'm Cuddles the Monkey. And you're listening to Terry. I'm not Terry. You mean on 6 Towns Radio? That's the one. Oh, I hate that, Terry.
Classic hits and today's biggest tunes. 6 Towns Radio.
It's 6 Towns Radio. It's special guest time. I've got on the line the mighty Keith Harris. How are you doing? You all right?
Hey, how are you doing, Terry?
I'm excited.
Not as excited as I am.
Get the duck on.
Oh, the monkey's here as well. Cuddles the monkey.
Hey, how you doing, son? All right?
I'm all right, thanks.
Yeah, we're all right, aren't we? We're doing fine, thank you.
Yes, we're a little bit tired. We've been up and down the country. You know, we only finished pantomime not too long ago. We were in Wolverhampton there for 8 weeks, which was fantastic, and then straight on to a sort of tour. And we do a lot of the 80s weekends at the big holiday camps, you know, 80s and 70s weekends, along with Chesney Hawks and different people like that. And it's great. We have a great time. That's our adult show. It's a little bit, obviously, much different from our family show. But we get 2,000 or 3,000 people at a time, and they absolutely love what we do. So it's brilliant to still be out there doing it after 50 years in this business.
Wow, 50 years. And you've had people growing up with you, haven't you? Because myself, I'm 40, and, you know, I've had you all my life.
Well, yes. Yes, exactly. I mean, that's the great thing about it. When we do our family show, you've got little children there who've never seen us as such because obviously not being on the TV all the time. Their mums and dads and their grandchildren go, oh, you're going to see Orville tonight. So they know about Orville and Cuddles. As soon as they see him, they like him straight away. They like the cheekiness of the monkey.
Hey, what's it?
Yeah, sorry.
I hate that duck.
Thank you, Cuddles. And of course, the cuteness of Orville. And of course, you know, for many, many years, we've learned our trade, so we can play to 3,000 people without any problem in these great big rooms. So, yeah, you know, we go right across the board, don't we, from the children to the parents to the grannies and granddads.
We're based in Stoke-on-Trent, a place where you've played so many times.
Yeah, absolutely. We used to do the, I don't think it's there anymore, Brannigan's, was it? Brannigan's?
It's a carpet place now, or a sofa place, one or the other.
Oh, well, it might be Keith Harris Carpets. Yeah.
We say up here, hey up duck. How does Orville feel about that?
Hey up duck. They do. And they also, Nottingham as well, they say,
Hey, up me duck.
we go to those places, yeah, but there you are, you see, you might have been born around there, because we never know what Orville is. We always say he's a duck, but we're not sure, because, you know, he hasn't got a mummy and daddy, and we don't know what he is.
I know what he is.
Thank you, Cuddles, yes. You see, Cuddles a bit jealous, because, to be honest with you, Cuddles started long before Orville. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
And yeah, we had a kids show called Cuddles and Go Out, and then, of course, little Orville came along, and wow, bump. There he was, a big superstar, and he got his nose pushed out a little bit, but I must admit, people still have a soft spot for him.
I've got a soft spot for him.
Have you? Oh, that's nice.
It's a boggin island.
A boggin island?
Yeah.
That's a very soft spot, thank you.
I do like Cuddles, though. I can remember the sketch where you hypnotise him. I love that sketch.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we did, you know, I mean, it's strange when I watch all the new guys and girls doing things ventriloquism now, and they're supposed to be the hip, new thing, never been seen before, and they do this like, hypnotise thing, and it goes way back, even before me, people used to do it, you know, there's nothing new in ventriloquism, but we did when we came on the scene in the sort of early 70s, although we going long before that, building up our career, as you did. In my day, we didn't really have things, you know, Britain's Got Talent that would shoot you straight into stardom. You worked all the working men's clubs, you worked everything you could get and do everything, you built yourself a reputation. And I was sort of very modern because I was young, and I looked more like a pop star than a ventriloquist. So, and of course I was very with it. So I had so many different ideas. Then when I actually got into TV, I did a show called the Black and White Minstrel Show, which ran for 30 odd years, I think, on the TV. And I actually compared that, which was great. I actually did a small spot, and they liked me so much they said, could you actually come, you know, be here every week and compare it? Well, to be on the #1 show was brilliant. But every time I worked on it, and sometimes 2 spots, I did something different. And I came up with so many different ideas, so many characters. Little Murphy, who sat on hand, was a little leprechaun, and because we're grateful for small Murphys. Hey! And there was Bertie the Brontosaurus, who was about 7 foot tall. He actually became Dippy, which ended up in some of our kids' series later on in life. I had a shark in a tank of water. I did a routine of Morecambe and Wise where I played Eric Morecambe, and Ernie had a doll made of Ernie Wise. So I had so many different things. I really put ventriloquism onto the map, because up until then it had been classed as an old-fashioned thing. The man with the dummy, Archie Andrews, or Ray Allen, Lord Charles, who I must say is fantastic. That was looked on as an old-fashioned thing. So you had this young guy sort of very with it and doing all these different things. So I brought it back, it's from I think 1982 right away to 93, I think, something like that. So it's great, and the good thing about it is that obviously it took a long time to develop into doing an adult show for adults only, because when you come from a theatrical background, although of course we did all the clubs where you had to be cheeky, the theatre is a very different thing, very taboo in those days. You didn't say anything suggestive or a swear word at all. To diverse into doing playing to 30,000 people who've had quite a few drinks, 3,000 people, 30,000, listen to me. I wish. So it was, to diverse and to do that took a bit of time, but God, we absolutely love it, and the audience love it now. And of course, that monkey's out there. He's being cheeky, he's being rude, he insults everybody. And of course, and it just works so well. So, again, it's another audience that we have. So, we sort of have everyone across the board. But being able to adapt has always been the thing that's kept ahead of our time as such.
Yeah, it's a cult following as well.
Well, I think that's how they spell it.
Yeah. Be careful, because you keep getting asked to do things.
Yes.
You've done like Little Britain and stuff.
Yes,
TV's different now, though, isn't it? Because, on a Saturday night, there's like Ant and Dec, but, there was a lot more children's programmes you could be on. There was Saturday night variety shows.
Sure, London, something that London played in. I mean, that was the thing, in its day. Variety. I mean, I live just outside of Blackpool, and Blackpool had 22 shows on at one time, and you saw all your stars that you didn't sort of see all the time on television or on YouTube or anything live. And they were fantastic. Each show twice nightly. I mean, I worked Blackpool many times. I've done every theatre here in Blackpool. In fact, we hold the record for in 1981, I think, 81, 82, at the Grand Theatre, which is that beautiful theatre, for the longest or the most bums on seats, as they say, of any summer show, or any show, in fact, ever, for 20-odd weeks. And we did capacity, and it'll never be beaten, because they've actually taken some of the seats out now to give it more leg room.
You didn't do that, did you?
So, it was great. Variety, that's how it was. There isn't any variety show, apart from now, of course, as I say, Britain's Got Talent, and they look for anyone that can do anything. And there's a very good ventriloquist coming on this new series, who I've known since he was a little boy, and gave him quite a bit of help all the way along. He's a great lad, and I think he's going to really go far. I mean, we don't know how he's done on it yet or anything, but I'm sure he's going to do really, really great. So there's still people out there doing things, which is fantastic. As I say, it is classed as an old-fashioned variety act still in some ways, but I think if you come and see the adult show, you'll certainly change your mind to what it is.
But theatre shows in general have changed, because you used to be able to go to places like, we had a place called Jolly's, where you'd have a singer on.
Yeah, Jolly's, I know Jolly's, yeah. Great club that was.
Yeah, and there isn't clubs like that around now. People go to see a comedian, or they go to a theatre.
Unfortunately not, no, there isn't. There's nowhere, to go and see these acts. And of course, funny enough, some of the old variety acts, again, went and did these clubs, because they were so different. The young people who've never seen this sort of stuff before absolutely loved them, I mean, we do have what you call street performers, and some are absolutely fantastic. But there's never going to be the day where you do twice nightly down the pier anymore for 30-odd weeks and pack them out. You can't beat a live performance. And it sort of amazes me, and it's great when I stand up there with the Monkey or Orville and see, as I say, like 3,000 youngsters who you would think wouldn't even want to know. Absolutely, you could hear a pin drop when we talk. The laughs come, waff. I mean, wow, it's absolutely wonderful. So I really enjoy that.
Do you still get asked to do Orville's song and things like that?
Oh, we do it anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, we have to. I mean, we get lynched if we didn't, especially because it's an 80s weekend. I mean, you know, all these people grow up with 80s, but you know, it's modernised. It's obviously a bit more modern than how it when we first did it. You know, and all things happen during that particular song. I walk up the stage and Orville sings it by himself. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff going on, which is great. But the funny enough, everybody knows why. Everybody sings it. Even when I walk down the street, they go, "Hey, Orville, I wish I could fly." Hey, you know, it's one of those songs that you love to hate, you know, but it's always been there, and quite an achievement, I think, for a ventriloquist.
It sold nearly 500,000 copies, didn't it?
Absolutely. And most probably more now. Yeah, most probably more now, because they keep turning up on eBay. I mean, we're working on a new record for Christmas at the moment anyway. There's a company we signed up to last year who's doing merchandise. You can get these masks, you know, those cardboard masks of Orville and me and Cuddles. The little Orville toys are coming out this year as well, again. So things keep going on, you know. You get a phone call and say, "Oh, well, we'd like you to do an advert for a TV advert," which, you know, we just did over Christmas, that was selling frozen food. I won't tell it what it was, but that was great. And all these things just keep turning up. And of course, Comic Relief with David Williams, he wanted me, he specifically asked for me to do this sketch with him, which he's a big fan as well. Harry Hill's a massive fan. You know, they really, really like sort of variety performers, you know, because they can see everything that's gone into it and the reason why it works. You know, obviously when I'm on the stage, I'm there with a monkey. People say, "Oh, that monkey's funny," or "He kills me," or "Oh, Orville's so cute." Nobody really turns around and says, "What a clever ventriloquist." There's a lot of thought gone into this. But that's great, because that's the best backhanded compliment that anyone could have, you know.
Yeah. Have you ever had a nightmare where there's a massive Orville and you're sitting on his knee with his hand up your back? Well, his wing.
I haven't had that yet, but obviously watching Little Britain when they did that sketch, that was a bit freaky, seeing that massive big Orville. I don't know if you've seen that. That's actually on YouTube, isn't it? But funny enough, see, I did a sketch with them before they did that, and whilst I was doing this sketch, Matt Lucas came over and said, "Oh, please, can I have a picture taken? I'm a big fan. I've seen you grown up with you." And he said, "What's it like?" You know, people say, "Do they ask you?" Because this is when I first went in to meet him. I didn't have Orville with me. You know, "Where is he?" I was always getting ready at the moment. "Oh, you know, I suppose everyone asks you that. Where is he?" I said, "Well, yeah." And he said, and can you do his voice now? And I said, "Well, I can't do it without him." So, well, he must have taken all this in, because what he did, they reversed it. He called me up and said, "Look, we got this great, can we do it?" I said, "Absolutely." So they reversed it with Orville shopping, and so, "Excuse me, you Orville? Yeah, can you do Keith's voice?" You know, "Well, I can't do it now." You know, so it just completely reversed our roles, which was fantastic. And what a great costume! It's taken ages to have to get in that makeup and everything, but it's great. I mean, those are great honours, aren't they, to have those things done?
Another one of my favourite things, I'm bringing them all back now, is a little sketch you do with the glass of water when you say, "I'm going to drink this glass of water while Orville talks," and then you drink it and say, "Oh, well, you can't do that anyway."
Well, you've seen us live somehow, haven't you?
yeah, the glass of water starts talking, you see, that's a drink talking.
That's it, it's just a drink talking. Oh, yes.